Hey guys, how are you all doing today? My name is Franchise Fanatic and welcome back to Harry Potter Month. And today for you guys is another Harry Potter review. Today we're tackling Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, Year 6, Movie 6. Now before we get into it, my camera SD card finally showed up today. The final last day of the year, it finally showed up. And it looks like I should be able to get good HD quality from this camera. Hopefully good audio. Tell me in the comments what you think. This is my first actual video making this, so hopefully it works. I might be posting my final Lego Harry Potter video, but that was filmed a few days ago, so that's why I don't mention it. But yeah, happy New Year's Eve, guys. Tomorrow is January 1st, 2021. Just quickly, this year has been pretty much a shite show. It's been pretty terrible. Personally, I think I had a great year. Personally, you know, I mean, we still went to Hilton Head Island with my parents. You know, I had a good fun. I hung out with my buddies. You know, we had to wear masks. That sucks. Masks are a no-go for me. I hate them. I think we all hate them. Staying 6 feet apart, that sucks. Haven't hugged my freaking grandpa in like 8 months. Haven't been to a freaking movie theater since, I think, Sonic the Hedgehog. China virus sucks. Hopefully that goes away. And then, of course, we had the whole political thing, you know, with President Trump and, you know, oh, he's losing and Biden cheated, and, you know, yeah, I think you know where I stand. I'm not going to delve into this. I don't want to get into that, but those were the two those were the two factors. I think the election and the virus. So anyway, hopefully both of those things get resolved soon. Again, I think you know where I stand on both of those items. But other than that, I really did think I had a good year. So yeah, that's that. Hope you guys have a great, healthy, and happy 2021, like myself and you guys included. Again, great stuff on the channel coming next year, or I guess kind of this year, almost there. But yeah, I cannot wait. Hopefully 2021 brings us a lot of better memories than this one. And yeah, I hope it's just a better year for all of us. Anyway, so I'm drinking to 2020. That was probably really cheesy. Anyway, hope you guys drank. If you didn't drink, rewind the video and drink something. A beer, milk, pop, juice, water, whatever. And we'll do that together. So go back and pause the video, rewind, and drink with me. And then we'll move on. So anyway, yeah, so here is Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Now, this movie I've heard is very slow, and maybe it's just me, but I think maybe I'm just weird, but universally, I think this might have been the most hated Harry Potter film, and I don't know why. I really love this movie. I think David Yates does a fantastic job with this film. I think that, yes, this probably is the slowest Harry Potter movie, or slowest Wizarding World film. Deathly Hallows Part 1 is pretty slow, and Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald is also slow, but they're slow for a reason, and this movie is, again, very slow for a very good reason. This movie kind of sets the boundaries for what is happening in Part 1 and 2, and really, there's a lot of things going on in this movie. You've got Slughorn, the romance element, and then, of course, the whole Horcrux thing, and them trying to hunt them, and, of course, the movie ends on a great and kind of powerful, impactful note, but yeah, this movie's slow. It's slow, for sure. But that's not a bad thing. You know, there's maybe 2 action scenes, and they're done really well. The Weasley house getting blown up, that sucks. But that whole action scene when they're in like the woods and all that stuff, it looks great. It's shot really well. It's really kinetic and fun. And then of course the kind of the end with Dumbledore and Harry trying to find the locket Horcrux thing, and he's waving his wand, getting the fire everywhere. You know, he's going crazy. That looks cool. So again, not the most intense movie action-wise, but this is probably the most intense movie in terms of story and character development. You know, seeing Draco Malfoy in movie 1 and 2 and, you know, 3, whatever, he kind of progressed as this bully character, you know what I mean? He's just, haha, take that, Potter, and you're a jerk, Potter! You know, my dad's better than you, Potter! You know, that's all he does. But this movie really, he matures, but he also, you know, dematures, or he's still immature in this element, because he's really chosen by Voldemort to be a Death Eater, kind of, and to assassinate Dumbledore, kind of get him off the playing field. And this is one of the best betrayals and death scenes in probably any movie. It's so intense for a PG movie. This movie should not have been rated PG. This movie should have been PG-13 all the way. I don't know why they went for PG. It's very violent. There's a lot of blood in one scene. It shouldn't be PG. But the whole death scene is handled really well. I think Dumbledore falling, you know, it's a very iconic moment in film for sure. The whole element of Draco Malfoy not wanting to do it, kind of like Kylo Ren and Han Solo in The Force Awakens. Kylo does kill Han, but he doesn't want to do it deep down, you know. he fears the dark side, but he also fears the light side. It's this great balance. And it's same with Draco. You know, he really doesn't want to kill Dumbledore, but if he doesn't kill him, Voldemort will kill Draco. So it's this whole thing. Then, of course, Snape does it, and he's like, fuck it, I'll do it. He just shoots him. It's pretty crazy. But, you know, there's a lot of great scenes in there regarding this intensity. You know, you really get that intense feel with this film. The romance element is good. I think that maybe the romance element should have been in movie 5 a little more, because by the time you're in 6, you know what I mean, you're so hyped up, you're like, all right, let's get, you know, this movie's getting action and more excitement happening, and then no, we gotta have more romance, you know, and it works. You know, Harry and Ginny, I don't know where Cho Chang went, she just dropped off the face of the earth, but he's with Ginny. Ginny was better. And then you get, Neville gets with Luna later, and then of course, this is really the first movie where Ron kind of says he likes Hermione, you know, without telling her that he likes her. He kind of indirectly does it when he gets knocked out. But it's, I don't know, it's great stuff. You know what I mean? There's this whole funny thing with this crazy girl trying to get with Ron. And Ron kind of likes her in the beginning, but then he's like, yeah, this girl's a freaking crazy nightmare. You know, she's nuts. Get her out of here. And then we find out that he was, I guess, poisoned by this love potion. And, of course, you know, that doesn't go too well. But, yeah, so again, like I said, the romance isn't the best, but it's not bad. It works, and it's just serviceable enough. You know what I mean? Like, I don't watch Harry Potter for romance. I watch it because it's Harry Potter. You know, I don't, like, specifically go toward this franchise and this film because they're kissing. You know, I don't do that. But it works. You know, that's what I'm saying. It works. CGI, this is probably my only negative. I think the very beginning and the first half of this movie looks kind of bad. You can tell there's a lot of green screen work and a lot of, you know, backgrounds that are digitally added in, which, of course, they're gonna be. But in the other movies, it was hard to tell. This one is very easy to tell. And then toward maybe the second or third act, and especially the third act, with Dumbledore going crazy with the... I keep doing it, you know, he's like a freaking lasso, you know, he's got the wand and he's using the fire on those crazy animal golem-looking things that live in the water. Basically a bunch of golems. That looks fantastic, you know, so it's kind of weird. It's like it starts kind of bad and then it gets really good. So maybe they had a budget thing, I don't know. This movie probably to a lot of people could seem the weakest, and I get that, you know, CGI can be a little weird. I think there's a lot of talking, a lot of romance, a lot of slowness. There is still comedy. I think this is a pretty funny movie at times. Ron's pretty funny. Ron's crazy girlfriend for a little bit is funny. You know, I think there's good stuff there. But, like I said, maybe the romance... I could see a fair argument saying that the romance is a little bit too pushed and too on the nose, but I enjoyed it for what it was. Again, great acting across the board, great writing. Daniel Radcliffe has gone on record saying that he did not like how this movie turned out. He thinks that he played Harry Potter very poorly in this film. I disagree. He's just being hard on himself. There is a scene where he drinks that liquid luck, and he's kind of, you know, he's kind of acting a little loopy and tipsy, kind of weird, a little bit immature, and that's the point. You know what I mean? That's literally the side effect, I guess. Maybe David was like, "Do something funny, Daniel," and he was just going, and they were like, "Keep it." You know, I don't. Maybe, who knows? But I don't know why David sounds like that. He doesn't. But there's a lot of funny moments, and maybe I can see that was a bit too much, but for me, I enjoyed it. You know, I think that's just a funny scene, you know. Aragog dies, and is it me? I think it might be me, but Aragog looked a little bit tiny, a little small in this movie. He looked freaking huge in the Chamber of Secrets. I mean, that animatronic was massive. And then this one, of course, you know, he's dead, so maybe he shrinks. I don't know, but he just looked kind of smaller. I don't know, maybe that was CGI too. Aragog looked good. You know, I mean, he was just a dead animal. You can't, like, make that look bad because it doesn't moving, but it looks good. But yeah, like I said, I mean, this movie really does hint toward the Half-Blood Prince. Who is the Half-Blood Prince? And it's kind of strange. It's kind of weird because the Half-Blood Prince owned a book that Harry used to kind of cheat and kind of like get into, you know, like Hermione's book said, you know, add 22 black beans, and his said add 13. And she's like, no, it says 22. He's like, no, it's 13. You know, so that kind of thing. But the Half-Blood Prince is, of course, Severus Snape, and really, Snape being the Half-Blood Prince isn't necessarily a big deal. That is just kind of telling the audience Snape was the owner of the book, and he's the guy. You know, really, it could be called Harry Potter and Snape. You know, that's what it could be called also, you know, because it's the same thing. And Snape really is the guy in charge. He's been a double agent. We don't know that. At this point, Snape murders Dumbledore, and pretty much everyone at Hogwarts, and Harry, Ron, Hermione, they freaking hate his guts. Yeah, think he's a bad guy. He's not, as we find out in later movies. But I think it's done really well. I think it kind of sets the stage for what's coming next. Of course, yes, Harry, Ron, Hermione, in Deathly Hallows Part 1 are going to go searching for the Horcruxes, try to kill Voldemort. The whole aspect of Dumbledore, younger Dumbledore, and talking with young kid Tom Riddle is brilliant stuff. Really eerie, really sets the stage for how effed up this dude was, and just how power-mongering he was, I guess. And again, yeah, like I said, it's great stuff. Snape, you know, it's not like when he says, I'm the Half-Blood Prince, you know, it's not like this, holy crap, you know, it's not like a big moment. It's just kind of, oh, you know, he wrote the book, you know. But really, it's not just he wrote the book. It's, yes, I've been doing this all along, you know. Snape is a good guy pretending to be a bad guy to help the good guys. You know what I mean? Kind of like Mac from Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Jonesy! You know, that dude, that's who he kind of is. You know, he can't tell anyone that he's good. He has to get in with Bellatrix and Voldemort, kind of like Lego City Undercover. Chase McCain goes undercover with the bad guys, joins gangs, robs and kills cops, just to, you know, save the day at the end of the day. And I think it's done really well here. You know, Harry hates him right now, and we'll find out what happens later. But again, good stuff all around. Like I said, it is a bit slow, and I understand why they're doing it. There's a lot of stuff going on, you know, really this sets the stage, as I said, for Deathly Hallows Part 1. And that movie's slow too, but I'm going to be watching that tonight on the last day of the year. Probably review January 1st of 2021. Pretty crazy. But again, I really, you know, I don't know what to say. I don't hate this movie. I think it's a really good movie. This might be the weakest Harry Potter movie, just in terms of every, you know, the CGI, the acting, people didn't like it, you know. But to me, it's not a weak movie. I really do think that this is a great film. I think it's very underrated. Again, clocking in at 153 minutes, this is a long friggin' movie. And there's a lot of stuff that happens. And really, at the end of the day, I'm like, wow, Dumbledore's dead. That sucks, you know. Hogwarts is being overrun. That sucks. Where's Hagrid? Where's Snape? You know, Harry, Ron, and Hermione are going out of their way to kill a Horcruxes, to kill Voldemort. It's a huge deal, and this is a big undertaking. You know what I mean? So really, this movie is where Harry Potter becomes truly an adult franchise. Because yes, Harry, Ron, Hermione, they are teenagers, right? They're like 16, 17, but they're dealing with very adult things. You know, they didn't really learn spells in this movie too much. You know, they really were just kind of, okay, yeah, there's the whole love thing, which is kind of, I guess, teenager, juvenile-ish, you know. We all go through that phase. I mean, I'm still going through that phase. But there's a lot of stuff where you're like, oh, she's hot, but then it's like, okay, let's move on with the story. You know, yeah, they're hot, but let's go, you know. So again, this movie ends on kind of a sour, somber note, but that is the element, you know, that's the point. And I can't wait, man. I really cannot wait for Deathly Hallows Part 1. And again, hope you guys enjoyed these reviews. I'm going to give Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince an A, just shy of an A+ because of the CGI. But other than that, yes, it's slow, and it's kind of a slow burn, but the two action scenes that are in it are really well handled, and I do think that it sets the stage quite well for the future of these films. Of course, Deathly Hallows Part 1 and 2. Again, great stuff. And, you know, you don't really like... You know, I don't really like watching movies where at the end you feel sad and kind of depressed and kind of, dang, you know, that was heavy. But it works so well here that it doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, when I watch Joker, I leave that movie sad. You know, it's my all-time favorite DC film, but it's sad. This movie's sad too, but at least in this one I have hope that things can get better. You know what I mean? Harry, Ron, and Hermione are looking for the Horcruxes, and yes, Hogwarts is overrun, Dumbledore's dead, Harry's really in an effed up position, and, you know, it's just kind of is what it is. But again, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Again, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, an A. Just shy of a perfect score in my opinion. It's very, very well done. I mean, again, do you guys want me to trash this movie? Because I can't. You know what I mean? I am being honest. I'm not being biased. You know, yes, I love Harry Potter, but I'm not just going to sit here and tell you guys, perfect. You know, if I have a problem with with any of these movies, I will tell you. And honestly, there's not too many problems with this movie. So anyway, tell me what you think in the comments. Did you like the Half-Blood Prince? Did you hate it? Again, guys, this is the last video of me talking. And then, of course, I might post a Lego Harry Potter. That was filmed a few days ago. So, but again, Happy New Year. Happy 2021. Hopefully this is going to be not a shite year. And yeah, again, sorry, Harry Potter month is going to continue. I wanted to finish it this month, but it is what it is. The camera's here. Hope you guys enjoyed the quality. Thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next video and the next year.